Hello everyone, this is uh, I don't want to tell my name. This is me, your tutor, your helper, and sorry for the late or delay. So let's start our session with a question we like. First, we'll continue the introduction part. Okay. So we were in biotic and abiotic. So let's make clear about it. Clear to that biotic and abiotic can be living organisms. It can be resources from living organisms. Okay? But in biotic, so okay. So abiotic is uh, non-living. Abiotic is non-living, and it is also obtained from non-living elements. Okay. Now, on the basis of exhaustibility, we have lineable and non-lineable. Lineable can be replenished and non-lineable cannot be replenished. For example, it can be water, solar energy, and non-lineable coal, petroleum. So next, next we have on the basis of ownership. Individual, community, national, and international. Individual owned by individual is owned by one person. Community Individual owned by one person, community owned by owns by a group of people, and nation owned by whole nation or country, an international whole world owned by whole world. Okay. So individual, can you see? Individual owned by a whole world, community owned by a group of people. Individual means personal, uh, bike, and community means town can be found in a village, national resources of resources and whole world, oceans, solar energy, etc. On the basis of statistical development. The basis of status of development. It is categorized into three types: potential, developed, reserves. Potential means we don't have the technology, we don't have the technology to assess it. Development, we we have the technology to assess it, and we are using it. Using have the technology but not using it. Okay. Next, we have developmental resources. So we have to development So yes, I have changed my face. Okay. So if any difficulty, please feel free to ask me or write in the comments. Okay. So let's change. You can't see this. No, no, still no. No, yeah, yeah, I think so. Much better. Okay, so developed. Sorry, wait. Development of resources. Okay, so let's read. Resources are vital for human survival as well as for maintaining the quality of life. Means resources are the substance which resources are the substance which fulfill human needs and are technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. Okay, so resources are vital for human survival. Means resources are very much important as they fulfill our needs. Okay, they are very much important for our overall survival and for maintaining the quality of life. Yeah, this is also very important. If we want to live uh, have you heard the phrase live life king size? Okay, so it means the quality of life should be as a king lives, like a royal life. So we need resources, a good quantity of resources to fulfill this need. Okay, then it was believed that resources are free gifts of nature. We have already studied that here. You can see that in the question, do you think that resources are free gifts of nature? In this question, resources are free gift of nature. No, they are not. Okay, because if renewable resources are also overused, means get renewable. Wait, I'm not got my pencil. Okay, I will use my black pen. So let's think. Solar energy. This is solar energy. Please focus. This solar energy. Okay. If we pollute, if we pollute the environment, or in case if we increased more carbon dioxide, which means CO2, carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, then the ozone layer depletes. We have heard that ozone layer depletion in news. Okay? It's as big. Ozone layer is a protective layer. This is Earth. Wait, sorry, not too big. This this is Earth. E for Earth. This is ozone layer. Ozone layer. Okay? Ozone layer. It is now the depletion of ozone layer is like here. This much is depleted or vanished, which means if in, in any country the sun rays or especially UV rays enter, then there would be a disaster, as UV rays can damage our skins, vehicles, cars, and all other plants. Animal environment can be destroyed. So we have to less use carbon dioxide or less release carbon dioxide and plant more trees, because plant trees take carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which means they are they are giving an advantage to us in both the ways. Why? Because uh, when we say uh, carbon dioxide is taken for glucose, okay, and oxygen is given out. Carbon dioxide quantity in the atmosphere gets 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 decreased, and oxygen get increased, which means it is vital for our survival. Like oxygen increasing, which means population can be increased, and India is going to be number one, according not according to World Bank, but according to our census. So let's come back to the topic. This is out of topic discussion. Okay, black pen means out of topic, out of, which means related. Okay, this is vital. Okay. So now I think I have written wrong. Solar energy, no, not correct. It's correct. Okay, now let's get back to the topic. Okay, where we were? Yes. As a result, human beings use them indiscriminately, and this has led to the following major problems: depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of a few individuals. I was talking that I had told you to remember or note a point. I have told it. Okay, so it was it, it was resources, not written on this. Right. Resources are used to satisfy our needs, not our greed. Okay, please remember this. This is very important. VVIP. We are very important, very important. Okay, so resources are used to satisfy our needs, not our greeds. Not need. Wait. Resources are used to satisfy our need and not our greed. So here it is written depletion of resources for satisfying greed of a few individuals, which means some persons like us use resources more in quantity than the required number, which means they're using this as their greed. So greed. So the resource quantity is getting depleted, even if it is a renewable or non-renewable. So accumulation of resources in few hands, which in turn divided the society into two segments, haves and have-nots, or rich and poor. Accumulation of resources means uh, taking or using resources, or the resources are in few hands, taken by some rich people, which in turn divides the society, divides our society into categories, two categories, rich and poor. Rich are rich are or can be called as haves, which means the they have the quantity they have the quantity of resources, which means uh, they can use the resource for using for maintaining their high quality, not quality, high quality. But the rich, poor, poors, which means have nots, are the gearers because they have no or less amount of resource, which means they cannot, they can't maintain even if low quality, or even if average quality. So it's very crucial to remember that, or not remember, to understand that rich and poor are way back start. Rich and poor are way back start. Or it means this system is very old. Sorry for some reasons. Okay, I don't know what happened, but yes, um, where we were. Yes, which have we have respect, which means what I forgot where we were. This means yes. This means the system is very good. The new system is actually in India. It is most system in India. There are three sections, which were sorry, which middle class, rich class, middle class, poor class. This means they have more average, middle class of average, and less poor. Can be resource, it more resource, can be resource, it can be resource, or more money, more property, more income, anything. So let's go for the let's not go for the deep because it can so can't come can not come so deep, but understanding is better. But let's not go waste time. Let's go. Next one, indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crises such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution, and land degradation. Indiscriminate exploitation means exploiting resources at a huge number. Global crisis, which means global ecological crisis here, are global problems like land degradation, deforestation, soil erosion, etc. etc. Ozone layer depletion, I have told, global warming, environmental pollution, I've told. Okay, this can lead, this can lead. Okay, so be aware it. Unequitable next, unequitable distribution of resource has an equitable distribution of resources has become essential for sustained quality of life and global peace. If the present trend of resource depletion by a few hands and countries continues, the future of our planet is in danger. Wait, where are we? Yeah. So, okay. An equitable distribution of resources has become essential for sustained quality of life and global peace. Equitable distribution means distribution of equal resources. Oh, sorry, resources are distributed equally over everyone. It has been an essential for sustained quality of life, but now it is now became of global peace as World War One was because of depletion of resources. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Therefore, resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all forms of life. Don't write WWY in exam. Okay? Don't write it. It can lead to your mark loss. I'm just telling it. Okay. Therefore, resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all forms of life. Resource planning. Benefit. If the present trend of resource depletion by few individuals and countries continues, the future of the planet is uncertain. Yeah, depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of few individuals. I told if it continues, then the resources are going to be depleted so much that our planet is going to be in danger at future. Not in present, but at future. Therefore, resource planning. Resource planning. What is resource planning? Planning of resource, how to use it. Okay. I will tell it right in the next class. Okay. But till now, we are completing the agenda 21. Okay. Resource planning will be used after, but we will complete agenda 21. Here, here. No worries. Okay. It's 43 minutes. Okay. Still I'm live. Uh, I will take 1 hour class, right? 20 minutes is there for 12, but I will not take so much. I will just take 8 to 9 or maximum 7, 15 minutes to complete this one. I will maximum take 10 minutes to complete this one. If time going to fast, then in 5 minutes we will be done. Let's go. So resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all life. Sustainable existence to sustain our life, to live our life freely. We have to use resource according to a plan, which we are going to read in further class. Okay. Now, sustainable existence is a component of sustainable development. Sustainable existence means using the resources carefully. Sustainable development means here written. Okay, here it is written. So let's bring it here. Sustainable development. I know you can see that. No, now also not see. Yes. Sustainable development. Sustainable economic development means the development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of future generations. Sustainable economic development. Sustainable development, we know that using resources carefully and not compromising the using resources carefully and not compromising for our future generation is called sustainable development. So, development should take place without damaging the environment. We should not damage the environment in the name of developing our resources. Okay? And development in present, we should not develop the resource. Oh, sorry, we should not. Yes, we should develop our we should develop our civilization, but not so that future generation are compromising their quantity of resource for their development because we have used so much of resources. Sustainable development means let's write it. I'm writing short form. Sustainable 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 development means development in present sorry development should not damage our home ground or environment and should not compromise the resources, the quantity or quality of resources for future generation. Now, moving on, uh, this is I think so we have to remember this. I think so. Okay. So Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit 1992. So question can be Rio de Janeiro. When did Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit held? Or in 1992, what was the summit? What was the name of the summit, which was held in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit? In June 1992, more than 100 heads of states met in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil for first time international summit or first international earth summit. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problems of environmental protection and socio-economic development at the global level. The summit was held for protecting our environment, okay, for taking some measures globally to save our environment and get a solution of urgent problems of environmental protection. Okay. So, there was a talk of socio-economic development. So, socially and economically development of civilization or humans. Thus, the assembled leaders signed the Declaration on Global Climate Change and Biological Diversity. The leaders who joined more than 100 heads of states signed the Declaration of Global Climate Change and Biological Diversity. Okay. Biological diversity means plants, animals, birds, insects, and others, flora and fauna, biology. Anything living in biology means living or resources from living. The Rio Convention endorsed the Global Forest Principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development in 21st century. Okay. So, sustainable development was achieved by Agenda 21. Well, Agenda 21 helped the leaders to achieve sustainable development in 21st century. Agenda 21. In the declaration signed in by world leaders in 1992 at the United Nations Conference on Earth and on Environment and Development (UNCED) platform, which took place at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it aims at achieving global sustainable development. Okay. Is an agenda to combat environmental damage, poverty, disease through global cooperation on common interests, mutual needs, and shared responsibilities. One major objective of Agenda 21 is that every local government should draw its own local agenda. Means it helps to attain sustainable development with time. So Agenda 21 means it was the declaration saying on global environment and this activity. Okay, not this. It is the agenda to combat environmental damage, poverty, disease through global cooperation on common interest, mutual needs, and shared responsibilities. Okay. It means it was signed by it was a conference by UN. The full name of conference was United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, UNCED. UN means United Nations, CED, you have to remember, okay? Like mnemonics. So it is an agenda 20, it is an agenda, or it is a act, it is an act to combat or to retrieve environmental damage, poverty increase, rich and poor, world becoming more poor, rich become more rich, poverty. Disease through global cooperation means globally we will help each other and use common interest, mutual needs, and shared responsibilities among the whole world to protect our earth, which means we have to protect our earth. We have to protect our earth by sustainable development. Afforestation can be used, afforestation and planting of resource. So we have studied about afforestation. We will not now afforestation. Soil conservation also come in afforestation. We will read that. Agenda 21. Agenda 21 is used. Sustainable development. Agenda 21. We have to sustain the sustain the resource and use it according to our needs, not our greed. We should not compromise the quality of resources for future generations. Okay. That's it. The end of session. Okay. We have covered our topic. Now we have covered our topic. So thank you everyone. I know no one has joined. Thank you everyone. I will learn myself. I use it for some people and I use it for you and myself also. Okay. It is a method of teaching and I will understand it. It means my also advantage, your also advantage. So bye everyone. Bye everyone. Bye 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 bye. I'm ending. 3, 2,